from Globe Life Park in beautiful Arlington, Texas. It's USL League One presented by MTX as North Texas gets set to take on South Georgia Tormenta. Sean St. Jacques here with you, excited for this one. North Texas coming off their first loss at home in almost 2 seasons, trying to get back on track tonight against a South Georgia Tormenta team looking to beat North Texas for the very first time. Let's take a look at our players to watch. Starting for the home side, Khalil Elmidkar for North Texas. He's our player to watch for them, presented by United Way. Coach Eric Quill told us he is a game changer. He's becoming more of a game changer as the weeks go by. He's really excited. University of Kentucky product, and he's really excited to see what he does tonight against South Georgia Tormenta. On the other side of things for Ian Cameron's South Georgia Tormenta, Marco Micheletto comes back for another season with them. He's been fantastic again as a creator and a finisher, as you can see here in South Georgia Tormenta's 3-1 win over FC Tucson. Lovely back cut and the shot and the goal as well, the celebration on top of that. He is one to watch, and Eric Quill even mentioned on the North Texas side of things, he's the one they're trying to key in on and trying to stop for Ian Cameron's side tonight on the way to a win, and Ian Cameron's hoping he's the difference maker tonight in North Texas. North Texas is trying to get back on track at home. South Georgia Tormenta is trying to beat them for the first time in their history. It's North Texas, it's South Georgia Tormenta, and it's coming up next.
Rethink what you drink.
Style, performance, power, pancake, turtleneck sweater, Worcestershire, or Shire, I guess. It doesn't matter what I say, the Camry speaks for itself.
Get $1,250 customer cash, or qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2021 Camry. Hurry in today. Toyota, let's go places.
Through our work during the pandemic, we've touched the lives of more than 500,000 people and their families. But we cannot continue our efforts and meet the ongoing demands without you.
Please give to our Rebuild Tarrant County Fund and support your United Way and the community that we all love so dearly.
Join us as we reimagine and rebuild a stronger Tarrant County by going to rebuildtarrant.org.
Thank you for caring. Thank you for living united.
We're the ones that help keep you on track and stay with you through every push, helping you dig out from injuries and keeping your mind and body in the game. We fuel you for battle, so you can stay in the fight, no matter what. Whatever you do, Texas Health Sports Medicine is here for your win.
Back here in Arlington, Texas, Sean St. Jacques here with you. North Texas, South Georgia Tormenta, moments away here at Globe Life Park, presented by MTX. Excited to bring you this one. North Texas and Tormenta meeting for the 5th time. Tormenta looking to beat them for the first time. North Texas has had the better of it in these first 2+ years of USL League One. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both teams, starting with Eric Quill's North Texas, brought to you by MTX. That front three should be dynamic. Kabungo has scored already this season for Eric Quill's North Texas, and then in the middle, Hernandez. Allison has been very, very dynamic so far, along with Santana, should be very, very good for North Texas tonight. Looking to get back on track offensively and in the final third. And on the other side of things, for Ian Cameron's South Georgia Tormenta, looking for their first ever win over North Texas. Azad Liati's key. Ian told us earlier this week he needs to get on the score sheet sooner rather than later. Luca Meyer back in the starting lineup coming off an injury. He'll be key for South Georgia Tormenta as well. And of course, Micheletto, Obinwa, and Gomez in the midfield as well. Now we'll take a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by Toyota. We mentioned it, North Texas has to be more clinical, take more of their chances in the final third, and be more to the style that Eric Quill expects. And South Georgia Tormenta is trying to make history tonight with their first ever win over North Texas. Moments away from kick here as South Georgia Tormenta in their road whites get us underway from Arlington, Texas. North Texas in their home reds, looking to get back on track at home after losing to Chattanooga here in their last outing. South Georgia Tormenta, 2 draws and 2 losses in 4 previous meetings with North Texas. Globe Life Park is the setting as North Texas, again, trying to get back on track, looking for their 2nd win of the season, and South Georgia Tormenta looking for their 2nd win, but also, Ian Cameron said, trying to make some club history here tonight in Texas. Tormenta early on the attack. Big body of Josh Phelps trying to hold that up, but North Texas's back line is able to come away with it. It was Kamungo who actually led to that pass to start a potential counterattack here. Near side, Waldeck. Thought about moving forward, brings it back instead, and North Texas will reset at the back through Gomez. Ball in behind, and Thorne does well to shepherd that out for an early goal kick. Let's take a look at the injury update coming into this one, brought to you by Texas Health Sports Medicine. 2 suspensions for North Texas, Rayo and Kazu. Coach Eric Quill was disappointed Kazu was not going to be available. Everyone in there for South Georgia Tormenta at the moment. Meyer actually coming back off of an injury, has the ball now on the near side for Tormenta. Whips a pretty good ball in, but in the end, it's easy for Sanchez. His first test of the evening. Ian Cameron told us earlier this week, they want to get out on the front foot. They want to be creating, but then also finishing off their chances. That's been the bugaboo so far for Tormenta. They created a lot, had a good amount of possession in almost every game they've played this season, 4 so far. But they've not taken enough of their chances so far. And miscommunication here! Oh, just wide. North Texas put the pressure on, and Tormenta nearly with a calamity inside of 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Look at it here with the Advocare replay. Miscommunication between goalkeeper and defender. It nearly leads to an own goal. But Pablo Jara let off the hook. In the end, it is a corner for North Texas, brought to you by Michelob Ultra. Medzik to Waldeck. Decent ball whipped in, not the best of clearances there by Liade. It's a throw-in for North Texas, who are now find themselves early on here on the front foot. Boy, it's rare you see that, even at this level, between a goalkeeper and a defender. Tormenta let off the hook here with an early miscue. This is Dominic Hernandez. Now the ball floated over the top, and Jara is there this time, and I think the flag might have been up, and it was. Wouldn't have counted even if a North Texas player got a touch first. Thorne whipped forward. Some power by Allison. Then the Jara gobbles it up. Last time out, again for North Texas, their first loss at home since 2019, and they didn't play here at Arlington back in 2019. It was a 4-0 loss. Last time they lost at home to Greenville in Frisco. That was before May 8th, just 8 days ago when Chattanooga came here and won by a 0-0. Eric Quill, just talking with him earlier this week, very disappointed in the result. Just said, listen, we're building a new team again. We've done this before. We believe it's going to work again. We're not worried about it long term, but short term, we've got to win. We've got to get results. Take a look at the collision here on the Advocare replay. Boy, Josh Phelps, the big fella, goes up with 2 North Texas players and wins a free kick for Tormenta. But again, Eric Quill mentioned it's going to take some time. New players trying to adjust to the system. I think the biggest thing I took from the early in the week talk from Eric Quill, he went back and watched the film, and he said they had a ton of mistakes as far as build-up, passes, key passes in the final third in particular. just said that can't happen again. We've got to clean that up. We've got to be better, more purposeful with the ball. And it's got to be much more improved. He said defensively it's got to be better as well. Ball in behind here. Hara came out first to boot it back upfield to his goalkeeping counterpart. To be more specific, Eric Will actually gave us a stat, said they had 40 failed build-outs during the loss to Chattanooga. He's like, that was astronomical. Can't have that happen again. And it's about fixing those things and worrying more about us, he said, than Tormenta. He's like, Tormenta's a tough team. We're expecting a really tough game, but we've got to make a lot of adjustments. We've got to fix mistakes. We've got to get back to what I expect from our team, what we expect from ourselves. So the results will come if we can check those boxes. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For more on the latest of Select products and special offers, visit selectsportamerica.com. Meyer was trying to make some headway on the near side. He was asking for a corner. I don't think he was given it. And North Texas will play it out from the back here. For Tormenta, a 2-0 defeat against Richmond Kickers. Of course, with the passing of David Bulow was extra motivation for them with heavy hearts. A 2-0 win. Emiliano Terzaghi had a double in the game, and Ian Cameron said again it was even, just couldn't figure out the final third as North Texas have a breakdown here. It was a good ball in behind. The idea was there for Waldeck. Too far out in front, it's a goal kick. But in the end, 2 late Terzaghi goals, including a penalty, which was a bit silly according to Cameron to concede. Ended up being a 2-0 defeat. One of the interesting stats with Tormenta this season, they've scored 3 goals this year, Tormenta, and they all came in the same game, a win 3-1 over FC Tucson. They haven't scored in any of their other 3 games this season. They've all been losses. Viniegra is starting that move going forward. And Medcar, his first action on this near side, it goes out of play. But again, with Tormenta, there's been so many positives. The record's very deceiving with them, specifically defensively. I know some of the score lines might not back that up, but Ian Cameron's loved the counter press. He's enjoyed how they've been able to make teams start deep. They just haven't taken advantage of opportunities they've created. That's been the missing piece for Tormenta in every game, except for that 3-1 win at home against FC Tucson. Goes back out of play. Both teams kind of feeling themselves out, feeling each other out, I should say. He's opening 8 minutes plus. Curtis Thorne was on the score sheet against FC Tucson, so was Josh Phelps, as was Marco Micheletto, who's always involved going forward for Tormenta. Offside flag is up against Azad Liadi. And Ian Cameron, we talked to him, I should say, about what has to change. What is the key to scoring more goals? He said, listen, we've created a good environment in training. That has to continue. We have to continue to do what we do best with development and things of that nature. But guys have to have that killer instinct and be a little selfish at times in front of goal. You mentioned Liadi and Phelps and the attacking third. And just said, listen, Azad Liadi's going to get going. He expects him to really jump forward as this season goes on as far as scoring and things of that nature, with Phelps, who's normally a center back in years past, being moved up full-time to the attacking role up front. He expects with those two, it's going to come. They expect that to change as the season goes on. It just needs a breakthrough, he said, for Azad. He's hoping it comes tonight. Free throw, I should say. Throw in, pardon me, goes South Georgia Tormenta's way. North Texas win it right back. Give it back. And a foul is given. Advocare wins the set piece. Gomez out wide. Almagar. An overlapping run. Camungo tried to center it. Micheletto cuts it out. Now Liade tries to lead the break for Tormenta. Phelps is offside, can't use him. Tries to go near side to Meyer, and it's a really good step in there by Juan Parra defensively. Breaks down a potential Tormenta counterattack. And then the ball in behind, searching for Redzik. Too far out in front. Now Micheletto. Searching ball over the top. Liade, maybe let it run a little too far. Can he keep it alive? He still has it, Liade. Another chance, maybe. It's deflected away. Ricardo Gomez nearly broke through into the penalty area. But again, North Texas's back line defends as one there. Gomez keeps this alive. Obinwa. A bit of a restart here. Micheletto. Trying to find Curtis Thorne here. It's a really good ball in. The cross comes in for Phelps and he misses it. On a plate for Josh Phelps. Should have been 1-0. And North Texas are let off the hook. It was a wonderful searching ball on the Advocare replay. Thorne wasn't sure if he's going to get there. Thought for sure Phelps would. And Tormenta, it's what we've talked about, couldn't finish it, couldn't get it over the line. Now North Texas. Advocare assesses his options. Redzik out wide. Mongo's cross in the header. Wasn't a bad effort. Advocare couldn't put it on target. It's out for a goal kick. Well, this is closer to what we expected. One chance for Tormenta at one end, then North Texas come back down the other way on the Advocare replay. Camungo, it was a good ball in. Advocare, who had started the run a little bit earlier, couldn't quite put it on target. Searching ball forward again. Phelps does well to keep it down. Meyer tries to run onto it here. But backtracking of the highest order. It's going to be a free kick for North Texas. That's phenomenal backtracking and defending there. It was Allison. Does really well. And bails out his side that time with Meyer on the attack. Meyer wins it back. And Cameron said it was huge to get Luca Meyer back, not only in the 18, but in the starting lineup. You mentioned, he's coming off an injury. Is he going to just be in the 18? And Coach Cameron basically cut us off, said, no, we're going to start him. He's going to get back in there immediately. Remember having Tormenta on opening night in Omaha. And Luca Meyer really cut through Union Omaha quite a bit for Tormenta. That's a pretty solid team. I'm sure you saw earlier today if you watched on ESPN2. Meyer wins a free kick off Allison in a good shooting position. Last time Tormenta were here, it was the last game of the regular season. North Texas had to win to keep their hopes alive of going to the championship game. However, Union Omaha's heroics earlier in the day pipped them to the second spot. North Texas still won. Ujoma, injury time winner, 2-1. Neil Vinyals, who's now with Richmond, scored the goal from a set piece from a little bit further to the left from this position. It was a wonderful goal that gave Tormenta the lead at the time, but Texas came back to win. course, different teams as far as personnel than last year, but still a ton of talent on the pitch for both teams as Meyer sizes this up, goes for goal. Wasn't a bad effort, but the goalkeeper, Sanchez, had it well covered, and it's over the top for a goal kick. Another look at it here on the Advocare replay. Again, it just needed to dip more. The idea was good from Luca Meyer. Into with some pressure here on Sanchez. Meyer really forced a mistake. Now it's given away. Ligue sizes up, it's blocked. It looks to be out for a corner here for Tormenta. Good high pressing again. And a Michelob Ultra corner. This time for Tormenta. And Meyer getting everybody forward. Let's see if Tormenta can create something from this. They have a lot of big bodies to aim at, tall specimens to target here. Luca Meyer. It's a good service towards the back post. Sanchez needed to get a touch to that. It's out for another corner. That was dangerous in a congested 6-yard box. So the Michelob Ultra corner switches to the near side now. And it comes near post. Did it take a deflection again? No, says the referee. Lars Eckenrode with a big swing. Ends up going out for a goal kick.
Okay. Okay, sorry.
Sanchez thinks better of playing it out of the back. Second time round. But he's giving it right back to Tormenta here. Although it's a lovely flick. I believe that was Hernandez to give it back to North Texas. Advocare near side now. Villagra was trying to find a spot there, and then it was Redzik. Couldn't quite pick somebody out. Now Hernandez for North Texas. Has a few to aim at in a congested penalty area. Tries to push in a chase. He looked for the free kick. Referee Hector Hernandez says no. Play continues. Micheletto looking for Ligue. Cut out well again by Kaiser Gomez. That'll be a restart through Para. Phelps fouls Para. And it's a free kick for North Texas. Gomez. Restart through Para. Searching further up the field. This area has been where North Texas have been able to create. Waldeck. What stayed in play. Was there a handball in there? Referee waves play on. Now a penalty appeal. Waved away. Play continues. And Tormenta just sneak it out of there. Phelps trying to keep it alive. Maybe a counterattack. No, it's snuffed out by North Texas. 2 appeals. One for a handball against North Texas. And then Kamunga was brought down and a penalty appeal came in. Neither were given. Phelps, lovely hold-up play. Meyer. Oh, he went for it. Don't think he meant to do that. And it's well over the top and out for a goal kick. Another look at this last sequence. Kamungo, not quite sure. Could have handled it, and then the penalty appeal waved away by Hector Hernandez, the referee. Meyer, nearly got to it off of Sanchez. Waldeck. Para restarts it. Now he tries to fling it down on this near side. Advocare keeps it alive for Waldeck. And the little outside of the boot push forward is cut out. And North Texas will reset. Para. Searching in behind, could be a chance here. Oh, a swing and a miss, and a bring down outside of the penalty area. Oh, this is something here. Referee has a big decision to make. Was Hara the last man back? Kumango brought down, referee gives a yellow. North Texas asking the referee if that was more. It's not a penalty, it's just outside of the penalty area. Hara booked for the challenge, not sent off. North Texas immediately was asking. Another look at it here on the Advocare replay. Well, there's nobody back. And it's a swing and a miss from Hara. Surely that's the denial of a goal-scoring opportunity. And Tormenta have to feel they may have dodged a massive bullet there. If the challenge doesn't come in, surely Bernard Kumango scores that. Kumango is brought down, and it is a free kick. It's a dangerous area here. Hara is on a yellow now. He has to feel fortunate to still be on the pitch. My goodness. Hector Hernandez showed some leniency there where it might not have been needed. But now it's a free kick for North Texas. Waldeck's over this. Redzik as well. Referee making sure everything is organized in the penalty area. Redzik will take it, and it's well over the top. So, wow, Tormenta. Let's look at the replay here. Brought to you by Advocare. It's nowhere near Hara. But my goodness, Tormenta with a huge let-off. But Hara does have to be careful moving forward. And he boots it forward. The only thing I could think of is that maybe, because it wasn't outside the box, but there was nobody back for Tormenta. If the challenge isn't made, it surely would have been 1-0 off of the boot of Kumango. But we play on here, still goalless. The USL is committed to supporting the LGBTQ+ community through the Forever Proud project. The USL will strive to create safe and welcoming environments for all fans, players, employees, and partners. Learn more at uslsoccer.com/forward-forever-proud. Waldeck wins the throw on the near side. Redzik. Oh, he did it's a good idea to try to win a throw in there with a back heel. It was unfortunate not to do so. Tormenta instead win a throw for themselves. Meyer, Thorne over the top. Phelps battling for it. Able to get it to Meyer. Meyer, boy, shuffling his feet through multiple North Texas defenders to keep that alive. Eckenrode, one ball over. Swung into the penalty area. Phelps fighting off two North Texas defenders, and North Texas smuggles it away. Oh, lovely skill there. That's a free kick. Wonderful turn. Villagra did really well there to win a free kick. Villagra on the restart now. Tormenta win it back. Meyer was looking for Phelps, couldn't find him. That touch let him down a little bit there. Oh, was almost given back by Sanchez. Miscue on the clearance. It might have skimmed the top of Luca Meyer's head, and North Texas win a throw. Ligue the pressure, dealt with well by Hernandez. Now Kaiser Gomez striding forward. Far side, Advocare. Now Hernandez. Advocare led the run here. Big chance, North Texas. Oh, it's Eckenroe with a vital touch. And he actually wins a goal kick on top of it. Crucial intervention there on the doorstep. Advocare denied. Multiple North Texas players in with a shout at it. Neither could get there before Lars Eckenroe could. Pablo Jara this season, 10 saves coming in. That's second best in League One. If you're just tuning in, Jara with a reckless challenge on the edge of the penalty area. Nobody else back for Tormenta on a fast break. Could have been a red, only a yellow, and Jara stays on the pitch. His counterpart, Sanchez, gobbles that up before Ligue could get to it. That's been the main moment of the first half. I think both teams feel like they've had some opportunities. North Texas maybe just slightly the better of it so far. Nicoletto. This could be dangerous here for Tormenta. Phelps cuts it back. Trying to find Meyer. It's out for a Tormenta throw. Thorne was trying to take it. Referee said he went a little bit too far up the line. And there's actually a little bit of off-the-ball activity going on here. Phelps always loves throwing his weight around. Battling in the penalty area against 3 North Texas players. It's headed out only as far as Nicoletto. And one back by North Texas here. Really well played by Kamungo. Break is on here for North Texas. Kamungo keeps on running here. Referee had a good look at that. Nothing given. Eckenroe again with a vital challenge. And then Meyer couldn't control it. It's out on the near side for North Texas. Kamungo went down. He's been down a couple times. He's still down here after a really good break. Victor Hernandez, our center official, checking on him. Might have just had the wind knocked out of him. Kamungo, hopefully he's okay. Be a North Texas throw on this near side. Another look at the last sequence here, brought to you by Advocare. Just a bit of a collision after I think Eckenroe got a good chunk of the ball. And referee will say it's a North Texas throw to get us back underway. Well, it certainly has been an eventful first 29 and a half, coming on 30 minutes here. Still no score, though, between Texas and Tormenta. Sergi Noose. Phelps again did a good job trying to head that off to the side to Meyer, but it goes out of play. Got the applause from Luca Meyer for the effort. Boy, it was Waldeck gave it right back nearly to Tormenta, and a miscue there as well, but a bit fortunate. It is a goal kick with half an hour gone in Arlington. Again, Tormenta trying to win against North Texas at the 5th time of asking. They've never beaten them in the over 2+ year history of League One. 2 draws, 2 losses, including a 2-1 defeat here last year on the season's final day. Of course, North Texas reloading again. Lost Ronaldo Dalmas, the leading scorer, 2019 MVP Arturo Rodriguez. They both moved on. Tanner Tessman, Brian Reynolds moved on to FC Dallas's first team and AS Roma in Serie A in Italy, respectively. Justin Che, 17 years old, he's on loan at Bayern Munich 2 over in Germany. So a lot of talent not available or no longer with North Texas, but Coach Eric Quill told us, we're used to this. We've done this every year I've been here. This is 3rd season. We expect it to work. They just haven't played like we want them to play. We need them to play like North Texas plays. And once they do that, they're going to be one of the best teams in the league. We've seen the signs. We've seen a little bit from them today so far. But nothing on the score sheet for either side. Waldeck. And again, tight quarters. Tormenta win it back. Initially, North Texas have it again. And in the end, Tormenta clear. And Biniagra did really well initially. Number 11 in red, trying to keep that alive. Trying to cheeky little back heel. Tormenta's turn. Phelps, wonderful skill initially, then ran into a sea of red, and it's cleared away by Allison. Only as far as O'Callahan. Floated over to this near side. Meyer. Good idea on the chest down. Thorne keeps it alive. Thorne was fouled. Referee plays on. Micheletto. Liadi. Good control. Can he keep it alive? Liadi keeps on going here. Sanchez saves once and jumps on top of it. Boy, Liadi showed his size and his strength and some agility here on the Advocare replay. Touched it past, kept it in, couldn't beat Sanchez. Almaguer nearly caught out there. Now North Texas attack again. Hesitation from Kamungo, and he does try to keep it alive though. Goal kick. Good extra effort by Kamungo. Couldn't quite get a corner kick to go his team's way. We've seen some of the signs of the open game that we expected. It has been end-to-end in pockets in this first half. Besides that free kick on the break that Kamungo drew the foul on that could have been red, ended up being yellow, and a couple of Liadi chances, and the big one from Phelps, don't forget, earlier on. The cross from Thorne that Phelps missed on the doorstep. Those have probably been the 3 or 4 biggest moments so far. Thorne wins it back. Some protests from the North Texas side here. Play continues. Noose floats it over the top. Phelps does really well again. That's why he's there, keeping it alive. Trying to flick it forward, regains possession. Micheletto fouled, trying to find Meyer. And it's a free kick for Tormenta in a pretty good position here. This is where Marco Micheletto is at his best. Him and Luca Meyer, 2 of the best in League One at set pieces. Wonder how they'll decide who takes it. Will they go with an in-swinger, or will Nicoletto maybe try something a little bit more different here? Meyer's been taking most of the set pieces, and actually Nicoletto will walk off of this. It'll be Meyer to service here. Whistle goes before Meyer takes it. And looks like, again, off the ball, Hector Hernandez. And these were the same two, I think, earlier that were mixing it up. Liade for Tormenta, Para for North Texas. This is pretty run-of-the-mill stuff. They were just being physical with each other, trying to give each other the inside track at getting the ball if it came their way. Referee just making sure it doesn't escalate any further than that. Luca Meyer again. Oh, it's a really good searching ball in. Allison didn't know where that was going to end up and heads it out of play. And Tormenta will get a corner out of this. Brought to you by Michelob Ultra. Thorne will take it. Can Tormenta get out on the front foot here and possibly snatch a lead? And it comes. Phelps was in there. Meyer swings and misses at the back post. North Texas, though, don't deal with it. Meyer lets it go out. It's a Tormenta throw. Camongo with a misplaced header. And it's not quite dealt with yet by North Texas. And it comes. Liade under immense pressure. And he gives it up. It's a throw-in for North Texas. And it's given right back. It's hot potato at the moment with the throw-ins on the far side. Tormenta win it back. Well, there's a foul potentially in the penalty area. Referee did not see it, I don't think, and in the end it's all for naught. Sanchez corrals it. Would have been against Tormenta if it was called anyway. Phelps got tangled up again, as he normally does in the penalty area. That's Tormenta ball on this near side. Good backtracking by Nicoletto. Texas come out with it. Hernandez brought down, free kick. Hector Hernandez has a talk here. Says that's the last warning. Next one will be a booking for Ricardo Gomez. Look at it here on the Advocare replay. Once again, it's really good play initially. Is maybe a little bit late from Gomez. Iniagra did really well. Couldn't quite corral it. But did lead to a free kick. North Texas can rebuild here. Fans follow North Texas and the rest of the USL League One all season long on ESPN+, home of the USL, MLS, Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Join the more than 12 million fans who've already discovered ESPN+ and watch League One every week, live. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. Coming down on 6 minutes to go in this first half. It's been entertaining. It always tends to be between North Texas and South Georgia Tormenta. They gave us late drama at the end of the regular season last year. It was a heated game. Coach for either side was actually ejected in that game, including Ian Cameron, who was suspended for part of the early part of this season for that ending to last season. It's out of play, back to Tormenta. It's been in this half for a little while now, but Tormenta, again, have not been able to create a really big chance from it as of yet. And Ian Cameron's mentioned it. It's actually been, I think it's been league-wide. Teams that have scored first this year have been overwhelming favorites to win in the early stage of League One. Only had a couple of draws as well. Tucson and Madison finished 1-1 on opening night for forward Madison, and then earlier today, Greenville, Omaha in Greenville finished a goal apiece. Teams that score first tend to win this season. Meyer, oh, it was a wonderful effort. You could tell by his reaction, he thought it was potentially on target. It goes wide. Sanchez was at full stretch. Look at the Advocare replay. It was a bold effort from Meyer. And Sanchez, oh, he was worried. Ended up going wide. Oh, Micheletto steps in here for Tormenta. Tries to create something. It's a decent ball, but it's over the head of Ligue, who can continue this attack. Gomez. Still Gomez. Looking for Phelps. And Comungo keeps it alive as North Texas stopped that latest wave. And it's out for a Tormenta throw as the attack continues. This is a good spell for Ian Cameron's side. Can they make the most of it? Noose. Back towards Gomez. I think Ligue let it go. He's in an offside position. Gomez controls. Has Phelps with him. Couldn't find him. It's out again for another Tormenta throw. Good challenge by Allison inside the penalty area for North Texas. Oh, and then it's given away. Can North Texas counter here? Oh, it was a good challenge though. Uchi Obinwa did well initially to stop a North Texas counter, but then North Texas regained possession. This is Allison. Flares one to this near side. It's on a plate. Now, Elmid Carr. Oh, he ran over the top of it. It's a really good striding run. Now Micheletto gives it away. Allison again for North Texas. Now Comungo. Redzik. Redzik again, just waiting, biding his time. Puts in a decent ball. Eckenrode heads it out for a North Texas throw, and it's North Texas's turn to turn the screw. Waiting for someone to get open on that far side. It's one of the things that Everett Quill has talked about. Attention to detail, continue to have confidence, but got to have that extra effort we've expected. From North Texas, that was a good effort from distance, but Hara wasn't troubled. And it's harmlessly out for a goal kick. Another look. Allison set it up. Left-booted strike. And Niagara wasn't a bad effort. Could have put it on target. Just under 2 minutes plus stoppage time to go. And what's been, it has to be said, despite the scoreline being 0-0, a very vibrant and fun first half. A lot to talk about here. Here's Allison. Foul here goes against Tormenta. Free kick won by Hernandez for North Texas. So North Texas just on the Tormenta side of the halfway line. Have a chance to test Hara potentially, although they'll play it short to Waldeck. Para. Gomez out wide. Almaguer. Redzik dispossessed, push in the back. Referee saw it, says play on. And then brings it back. Free kick for Tormenta. It's gotten a little physical in this first half. Seen a couple of off-the-ball incidents, but we'd expect nothing less. It was chippy between these two a season ago. Last 30 seconds of the 45 here in the first half. And Hara will send it forward. Maybe one last chance in this first half for somebody. North Texas immediately win it back. Niagara Waldeck. Para. Being told, and there's the confirmation, we'll have 1 added minute at the end of this first half. TX stoppage time. Again, 1 minute here. Can North Texas take advantage of it? And Villagra was in space, didn't really run towards it. Was hoping it would fall for him, and Thorne beat him to the spot. Throwing for North Texas. They have to hurry here, though. Waldeck's there. 30 seconds to play in the first half. Waldeck uses some space, whips it in. Dealt with by Eckenrode. North Texas win it back. Advocare out wide, it's floated in. Chance here in the header, oh, just off target. Villagra with a fantastic run into the penalty area, but couldn't put it on target. It was a lovely ball in on the Advocare replay, and it's not a bad header, it's just not on target. And that'll probably be the last major act of the first half. This will be the last touch from Hara in this first half. Hara boots it upfield, and the referee signals for halftime here in Arlington. Well, it's been eventful, no question. Tormenta can count their lucky stars. They could have been down to 10 men. Both teams have had their chances, but at the half, it's North Texas 0, South Georgia Tormenta 0. The Toyota halftime is coming up next.
Rethink what you drink.
Style, performance, power, pancake, turtleneck sweater, Worcestershire, or Shire, I guess. It doesn't matter what I say, the Camry speaks for itself.
Get $1,250 customer cash, or qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2021 Camry. Hurry in today. Toyota, let's go places.
What if we were wrong this whole time? Wrong in thinking that joy happens only at the end, after the sacrifice, after the win. What if happiness has always been there, fueling the run toward greatness? What if joy is the whole game, not just the end game?
Can I kick it? Can I kick it?
We're the ones that help keep you on track and stay with you through every push, helping you dig out from injuries and keeping your mind and body in the game. We fuel you for battle, so you can stay in the fight no matter what. Whatever you do, Texas Health Sports Medicine is here for your win.
Welcome back to the Toyota halftime between North Texas and South Georgia Tormenta. Sean St. Jacques back here with you. Good one between these two, hoping for a good second half as well. Just take a look at the USL League One goalkeeper assist, a history of these in USL League One. The first two are actually by the same man. We start with Tucson's Carlos Marancio. First one back on September 5th, 2020 against Richmond at home. A long ball from Marancio, chased down by Shaq Adams, who scored it. Tucson drew the match 2-2. Did it again, Carlos Marancio, this time against Toronto. 26th minute, Jordan Jones this time off the Marancio assist, scores a beautiful goal as well. It was a 3-1 win for FC Tucson. Carlos Marancio, 2 goalkeeper assists in USL League One, and you're thinking, man, only guy to do it, huh? Well, he was for a while in the 2+ year history of League One until the other night on Wednesday. We had our third one ever. Omaha's Rashid Nuhu blasted the ball downfield, a late substitution, Greg Hurst, and he scored his second goal of the season in a 1-0 victory for Union Omaha over New England Revolution 2. Really cool stuff there. Let's take a look further, deeper into the highlights between those two. Revs 2 coming into the game, looking to spoil the perfect start to the season for Union Omaha. They got up to a good start. Look at this beautiful piece of footwork there to create an opportunity for Revs 2. It was a good ball in, and knew who was there to make the save for Union Omaha. This one was on a knife edge for most of the game. Omaha, as they always do, created a lot of chances via Dare, centering pass. The shot came in, and again, it was easy for the goalkeeper to make the save. Union Omaha under Jay Mims, a ton of talent, ton of options, ton of guys that can beat you. A swing and a miss there in the penalty area, but the shot came in from Conway at the back post. Goalkeeper a little fortunate there, was able to at least have it covered. It was a tough reaction. See, we just got a glove on it and tipped it over the bar. And then finally, we just saw it in the 84th minute. Nuhu looked downfield, picked out Greg Hurst. His first touch is magnificent. The second touch even better to get past the defender, and Hurst does what he was brought to do in Union Omaha, and that's score goals. He scored the winner, and Union Omaha won by 1-0. Jay Mims, at that point, had a perfect season going. Then, of course, last night, Forward Madison, North Carolina. Over 600 days since Madison saw soccer at Breese Stevens Field. They returned in style, the Flamingos did. They brought the style, the passion that we've come to expect from Forward Madison. Pekka and North Carolina were in town for their first meeting with Forward Madison. From the start, Carl Craig's side were on the front foot. They created a ton of chances. Connor Tobin's header there, saved by McGuire. This was North Carolina's best chance of the first half. It was a great shot from Miscic, but it was well covered in the end by Phil Brino. Then finally, in stoppage time, 1 minute to play, Keegan with the shot, saved by McGuire, and punished back in by Gebhardt. It brought the house down in Madison. Derek Gebhardt in stoppage time with the winner for Forward Madison on their return to Breese Stevens. They brought everything down. The beer was flying. The fans were loving it. And Carl Craig picked up his first win and first 3 points in USL League One as the head coach of Forward Madison. And Connor Tobin topped it off with a beverage with the fans as well. What a great game that was. We're hoping for a good second half as well between North Texas and Tormenta. It's coming up next. The Toyota halftime rolls on.
This is Jake Edwards, and you are listening to Steal Some Time.
First buy or sell of the day. Oscar Minez is a top 3 set piece specialist in the USL Championship. Scott, you buying or selling that?
Take all the money in my bank account. I think Oscar, I will buy that. And really, I would say that I would have bought that from like 2017, 2018 on.
Brought down one time, what a strike! Dion, he now has a brace. Kincanea on the board. Into the back net, Dylan Mirris. Ketterer sends it out. And a goal there by El Paso.
Rethink what you drink.
Style, performance, power, pancake, turtleneck sweater, Worcestershire, or Shire, I guess. It doesn't matter what I say, the Camry speaks for itself.
Get $1,250 customer cash, or qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2021 Camry. Hurry in today. Toyota, let's go places.
Through our work during the pandemic, we've touched the lives of more than 500,000 people and their families. But we cannot continue our efforts and meet the ongoing demands without you.
Please give to our Rebuild Tarrant County Fund and support your United Way and the community that we all love so dearly.
Join us as we reimagine and rebuild a stronger Tarrant County by going to rebuildtarrant.org.
Thank you for caring. Thank you for living united.
Sean St. Jacques back here with you as we take a look at the USL League One news and notes. Tucson trying to stay unbeaten in the state of Florida, and we get to see Toronto 2 for the first time next Saturday. Damian Villadare's has been the player of the week in USL League One, and Greenville, Omaha, the showcase on ESPN2, finished a goal apiece earlier today. So now we take a look at the team of the week. Villadare, who's been fantastic all season, is the Week 5 player of the week. A lot of his Omaha teammates are there as well. And Emiliano Terzaghi had a double against South Georgia Tormenta last time out to get Richmond a well-earned 3 points as well. Really good stuff there from a lot of the guys around League One. Let's take a look now at the USL League One power rankings. Despite the draw, it looks like Triumph and Omaha will stay 1-2 at the top forward. Madison jumped up a couple of spots as well, and Fort Lauderdale has jumped up a few spots as well. A lot of movement so far in the Toyota power rankings around USL League One. And we'll take a look at the USL League One scoreboard and some good ones over the last few days. Obviously, we saw Omaha beat Revs 2, then forward Madison at the death beat North Carolina as well. That great draw between Greenville and Union. Omaha, the two top teams in the league at the moment. That was after Greenville beat North Carolina at home as well. A lot of really good stuff and a lot of good action to come in USL League One this week as well. Take a look at the upcoming schedule. Fort Lauderdale and Tucson, we mentioned it, they're underway. New England Revs 2 and Chattanooga should be a fun one later as well. Next week, Richmond and North Carolina. Toronto 2 in action for the first time against North Texas, and Tormenta and Greenville do battle as well next Saturday at 7 Eastern. We'll take a break. When we come back, first half highlights and stats from Arlington, Texas.
Rethink what you drink.
Style, performance, power, pancake, turtleneck sweater, Worcestershire, or Shire, I guess. It doesn't matter what I say, the Camry speaks for itself.
Get $1,250 customer cash, or qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2021 Camry. Hurry in today. Toyota, let's go places.
Through our work during the pandemic, we've touched the lives of more than 500,000 people and their families. But we cannot continue our efforts and meet the ongoing demands without you.
Please give to our Rebuild Tarrant County Fund and support your United Way and the community that we all love so dearly.
Join us as we reimagine and rebuild a stronger Tarrant County by going to rebuildtarrant.org.
Thank you for caring. Thank you for living united.
We're the ones that help keep you on track and stay with you through every push, helping you dig out from injuries and keeping your mind and body in the game. We fuel you for battle, so you can stay in the fight no matter what. Whatever you do, Texas Health Sports Medicine is here for your win.
Halftime in Arlington. Sean St. Jacques back here with you at the Toyota halftime. The score is North Texas 0, South Georgia Tormenta 0. Let's take a look at how it all went down at the first half highlights. Brought to you by Advocare between North Texas and South Georgia Tormenta. Really good start here. Trying to find Curtis Thorne here. It's a really good ball in. The cross comes in for Phelps and he misses it. Curtis Thorne here. It's a really good ball in. The cross comes in for Phelps and he misses it. Luca Meyer. It's a good service towards the back post. Luca Meyer. It's a good service towards the back post. Sanchez needed to get a touch to that. It's out for another corner. Searching in behind. Could be a chance here. Oh, a swing and a miss. And a bring down outside of the... Searching in behind. Could be a chance here. Oh, a swing and a miss. And a bring down outside of the penalty area. Kamungo brought down. Referee gives a yellow first. 10 to win this season. Meyer Oh, it was a wonderful effort. You can tell by teams that score first tend to win this season. Meyer. Oh, it was a wonderful effort. Fun first half, no question about that. A lot of chances for both teams. We take a look at the MTX halftime stats from the first half. North Texas had the better of it as far as possession was concerned. 5 shots to 4, none on target for either side yet, and that's why it's scoreless at the moment. No goals for either side. We're expecting something from either one of these sides, possibly both in the second half, I should say. First half, a lot of tight, close chances. Tormenta could have been down to 10 men. They avoided that. Referee let them off the hook. A lot happened in that first half, and now we expect an even more electric and dynamic second half from North Texas and Tormenta. North Texas is trying to avoid 2 straight home losses. They hadn't lost before May 8th since 2019 at home, and that was in Frisco. It wasn't even in Arlington. They lost 4-0 at that time to Greenville before they lost to Chattanooga last week by a goal to 0. And now they're trying to get back on track. Tormenta looking for their first ever win against North Texas. It looks like North Texas, will make a change at halftime. Dominic Hernandez will make way. Colin Smith will be the one who comes on for North Texas. Other than that, looks like the Tormenta team is unchanged. The teams will switch sides for what should be a really fun and exciting second half. If it was anything like the first, we are in for a treat. And obviously expecting possibly a breakthrough between one of these two sides. Both have come close so far. Redzik kicks us off. Second half underway from Arlington. No goals yet between North Texas and South Georgia. Tormenta, though, again, if it keeps going like it's been going, that should change as the night goes on here at Globe Life Park. Tormenta win it right back. Nicoletto keeps it alive. Gomez out wide. Nicoletto. See the confirmation of the Texas Health Sports Medicine change. Smith in, Hernandez out for North Texas as that attack breaks down for Tormenta. Brings up an interesting thing that Ian Cameron mentioned to us earlier in the week. He said, you know, listen, the buildup hasn't always been there for us. We have created chances. We haven't finished them. He said, you know, sometimes it might even help if we let North Texas keep the ball at times and win it deep in their area for quicker counterattacks that could really open them up. That could be where they make an impact. We've seen a little bit of that so far. We saw it just a few moments ago at the start of the second half. Didn't lead to anything. Now North Texas wins a free kick here in the Advocare replay. Advocare was brought down. It leads to a chance here. Shot comes in, blocked. There was a handball appeal. Another chance, blocked again. Not quite cleared. Smith, a really good ball in. Tormenta can't clear it until finally Obinwa turns and clears it out of the penalty area. Boy, 3 chances for North Texas, and Tormenta throwing bodies at shots. They're able to clear it. The attack's not quite done yet. Off the throw-in. Maguire, Waldeck's ball in. Kumungo was there. It's out for a corner. Vital intervention from Eckenrode. And the first corner of the second half will go to the home side. Referee says it should be taken on this near side. Kumungo comes for a short option here. I believe Redzik just off the screen there. We'll try and make something happen from this. Nicoletto, as it was played short, Redzik into the penalty area. Nicoletto sends it back out for another corner. So you can hear the encouragement from the Tormenta bench, enjoying the defensive play from Nicoletto. Looks like they might try a similar routine here. Again, Redzik. Advocare. Decent ball in, not quite dealt with. Another shot, deflected out. It's another corner. Smith took aim. And this time the corner will be taken from the opposite side. That's the same too, Redzik and, of course, Kamungo. This time Redzik, I think, played a little bit further out this time. Waldeck, decent ball in. Liade back helping defensively, heads it out of the penalty area, only as far as Smith. Smith tees one up. Tries to go past Liade, does so successfully. Running out of room, centering pass is cleared. And as far as Advocare. Advocare spinning, really good play from him. Chance, and it's shot over the top. 3 to aim at in the middle of the penalty area. And Advocare makes the wrong decision. Another look at it on the Advocare replay. Look at the lovely turn. Advocare, lovely from him. And then Advocare, not sure if it was a pass or a shot. Either way, it's out of play for a out of play for a goal kick. As North Texas again with a good stretch of play, heaping the pressure on. Tormenta deal with it that time. Header will go out of play. It stays with Tormenta. Thorn will rush over to take it. Phelps and Meyer trying to connect there. Phelps, pretty good skill from the big man, and he's fouled in the process. Much to the disdain of the North Texas players. Free kick, Tormenta. Meyer. What about springing Thorn down that far side? Looks for a few more teammates to get into the penalty area here. Does have Obinwa to his left. Wants to play it short. He'll go right into the penalty area for Phelps. Sanchez punches it out only as far as Gomez. O'Callaghan can't get past Advocare. Gomez, that's right back into the penalty area for Phelps. Sanchez punches it away again convincingly. But it's won back by Obinwa. And Obinwa wins it a second time. Now Meyer. Meyer out wide. Thorn with plenty to aim at. Looking for Eckenrode, and Sanchez outleaps him. Great sequence. Let's look at it from the Advocare replay for Tormenta. Thorn is over the head of Phelps, and Eckenrode, who was closest to it for Tormenta, was beaten to it by Sanchez. That was a lovely piece of skill by O'Callaghan in the air to clear that. It could have been North Texas in with a shout. Now Micheletto shows great control and poise on it as always. Give and go, this time though too far in front of O'Callaghan. Gomez wins the throw. I think North Texas were appealing for a foul. It's not been given. On the road, can't watch the match. Turn on Sirius XM FC, North America's only 24/7 source of soccer radio, featuring Ray Hudson, Tony Miola, Rodney Marsh, and the brand new USL All Access, featuring Mike Watson, Devin Kerr, every Tuesday at 7 Eastern. Fans of the USL can now listen to the best matches of the week, along with action from MLS, the Premier League, the UEFA Champions League, and more. Sirius XM FC, channel 157 under Sirius XM Radio, and the Sirius XM app. Most of you probably saw Mike and Devin on the Greenville-Omaha game earlier today on ESPN2. Finished 1 goal apiece, between the two teams that had only 100% records, at least of the teams that have played. Of course, Toronto 2 will play for the first time next weekend. Finished 1 apiece in League One's first ever nationally televised game. It was a fun match. After Greenville scored in the first half, It was Firmino, Nick Firmino for Omaha, who salvaged a point for the Owls. Smith now gets it back underway for North Texas. Viniagra. Kamungo. Oh, wonderful skill from Kamungo. Can he finish it? No, he can't. He blasts it over the top and over the fence. That used to be a Texas Rangers home run at this ballpark. It's out for a goal kick. Another Advocare replay look here. Kamungo, look at this first move here. Wonderful skill. The finish left a lot to be desired. Second ball, Phelps wins it for Tormenta. That's why he's up there. Finds Micheletto in space. Liati to aim at. Micheletto thought better of it, didn't have much time to get it to him. Wins Tormenta a throw. Really trying to find Phelps. There's 2 balls on the pitch now. Miscommunication there with the ball boy. And a yellow card has been shown. I believe to Juan Parra off the ball. Referee's yellow came out a bit delayed. Not sure if it was for dissent or maybe something we missed here, but Juan Parra, I believe, has been cautioned by the referee Hector Hernandez. Well, that's worth keeping an eye on in the second half, as Juan Parra is a defender, will be involved in a lot of challenges you would expect moving forward. Phelps wins the first header. Liati flicked it on in the back heel from Micheletto, was harmless in the end and gobbled up by Richard Sanchez. Now Smith. Kamungo has a few options here. Finds Allison. Smith striding forward. It's a good play here from North Texas. Viniagra out wide. Waldeck is offside. It was the right idea from Viniagra. Waldeck's run, in the end, not timed well enough. Pablo Jara, in really the biggest moment of the match so far, did pick up a yellow card himself. And a challenge on Bernard Kamungo. With no defenders behind him, that was the controversy. North Texas were expecting a red card to be shown. It was only yellow. It's Liati. He finds Micheletto in space here. Micheletto! Oh, fantastic! It's a wonder strike from Marco Micheletto. And for the second year running, Tormenta have a lead in Arlington. Pick that one out. Definitely worth another look on the Advocare replay. It's Marco Micheletto's second of the season, and it's nothing short of sensational. North Texas let him run onto it, and Micheletto didn't disappoint. Sanchez beaten, Tormenta take the lead. And now a couple of changes upcoming for North Texas. Looks like Thibaut Shakel will come on, as will Mikey Maldonado. Advocare will make way on the first change, brought to you by Texas Health Sports Medicine. As Eric Quill now has to try to re-engage his side here. 2 changes, one that was, we were told, going to come regardless of the goal. Maybe the other as a consequence, with Maldonado also entering the fray. What a goal from Micheletto. Allison, there's the confirmation. He is the second change, brought to you by Texas Health Sports Medicine. And Tormenta, for the second year in a row, have a 1-0 lead at Globe Life Park. Can they make it stand up this time? Again, remember, Tormenta have never beaten North Texas in 4 previous attempts. They have the lead on a fantastic strike from Marco Micheletto. Collision off the ball, free kick. Gives it to Tormenta. And now we're definitely going to likely see more urgency here from North Texas. They lost last time out here by a 0-0 against Chattanooga, their first home loss since 2019. North Texas did not lose at home last season in 2020. They were unbeaten here at Globe Life Park. And they're in danger now of dropping a second straight here. A place where they're so used to winning, or at least picking up a point. But there's plenty of time for North Texas to change the narrative. Here's Maldonado. Waldeck. Redzik. A lot to aim at here, Redzik. Couple of step overs. Waldeck into the middle. Big chance here. 1-1. Off a deflection. Villagra equalizes. And just like that, it's game on again. Alejandro Villagra. His first goal of the season. It's a United Way goal, and it's 1-1. Well, Redzik and Waldeck, they had plenty to aim at, and Villagra off a deflection. Another body was thrown in front of it on the Tormenta side. Look at the Advocare replay. It wasn't clean. It took a deflection, and it beats Hara for the equalizer. And an immediate response from North Texas, and with half an hour to play, it's 1-1. Villagra with the immediate answer. And it can go anywhere now. With half an hour to play, it's anyone's game in Arlington. Well, what a sequence that was. Micheletto with a wonder goal, and then Villagra with the response. And now Tormenta come back the other way here. Thorne assesses his options. Into Micheletto and a vital touch from Maldonado. Redzik. And it's out of play. It'll be given back to Tormenta. Shackle, who has scored twice for North Texas this season. He was just brought on. Could he be a difference maker here off the bench? And Rayo not available. He's scored a goal already for North Texas. He's out with a suspension. Comungo has scored now. Villagra as well. And of course, Shackle has the two that lead North Texas coming into the night, I should say. Redzik, now ball over the top. Comungo. Well, goalkeeper did not come for this, but the flag is up. Assistant referee on the near side deemed Comungo offside. That's probably why Hara didn't come for it. I think he expected the flag to go up, but you can't always take the chance there. In the end, he was right, and it is a free kick for Tormenta. Well, if you watch the first half and you're just tuning in, both goals came in the span of just about 2 minutes. Micheletto with a wonder strike to open the scoring, and then Alejandro Villagra answered with a shot that deflected in. And it's one apiece. And now Ligue brought down here. And the referee will brandish another yellow. I think it's directed at Smith. We'll get an Advocare replay here to confirm. And it is Colin Smith tripping up Azad Ligue. So the substitute Colin Smith is into the referee's book. Luca Meyer assesses his options from another Tormenta set piece. It's bunched up there at the edge of the penalty area. And again, Hector Hernandez trying to play mediator between a few different players. Meyer lines this up. Searching ball into the penalty area. Phelps, it could have fallen for him again. Ligue, and Phelps tapped over the top by Sanchez at point blank range. And it's a corner for Tormenta. Advocare replay, look at this. headed back into the path of Phelps, not once but twice, and a third time, and Phelps' header was on target, and it was just tipped over at the last moment by Sanchez. Corner here for Tormenta. It's tight quarters over there for O'Callaghan. He's actually moving some of the billboards to give himself a little bit more room here. Sorry, Heineken, he's moving your sign out of the way here, so he's got enough room for the free kick. And more jostling inside the penalty area. Ball in from O'Callaghan. Meyer, lovely touch to control it. And miscommunication between Gomez and Meyer, though Gomez appealed for, well, actually there was an appeal for a throw-in, and then Azad Liadi was down off the ball, and now Tormenta are asking the assistant referee if they saw what happened inside the penalty area. This was off the screen from us, and Hector Hernandez is going to go over to consult the assistant referee here. Was there contact off the ball in the penalty area? The referees have come together here to discuss. Could this be a big moment here? Or is there nothing doing? Referee has been consulted. Hector Hernandez. Says nothing doing. Well, there was a huge discussion. Assistant referee gave him a lot of information. Hector Hernandez, in the end, it's his decision. And he says nothing doing. Play continues. Goodness. Tormenta back on the attack with Liadi. And Phelps couldn't find Liadi on the return. Liadi pressuring Maldonado. North Texas trying to play their way out of it here. Can't quite do it, but they win a throw. Vidagra scored the equalizer, leaves it for Smith. Phelps immediately puts pressure on here. Sanchez floats it over to that far side. Micheletto thought better of it. Waldeck able to control. Here's Maldonado. Still plenty of time left in this topsy-turvy game. Vidagra. Redzik back to Vidagra. Near side Smith. Back to Vidagra, and it was cut out by Gomez. And North Texas will restart again through their back line, led by Gomez. Now Maldonado. Shackle. Shackle again. Shackle puts the ball in towards Redzik, and the touch lets him down, and he was onside. Flag did not go up, and it's a goal kick. Boy, if Benjamin Redzik had just kept it closer to him, maybe could have been in. The United Soccer League, all 12 League One clubs and its players stand together in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. For more information on the USL's commitment to change, through the United Against Racism campaign, visit uslsoccer.com. One. In the 68th, North Texas attack again. Waldeck, who set up the first, kept it in, but Micheletto clears it for Tormenta. Phelps couldn't quite control it. It goes back to North Texas here. Redzik nearly gave that back to Liadi, and then a tangle of legs between those two, and Liadi is punished for it. They both took a tumble. Have a look here. Redzik did get to the ball first. Good decision by the referee. Free kick, North Texas. Both somersaulted to the ground. Redzik first up, and he looks okay. Liani, who's been fighting like crazy all night, gets back to his feet as well. Floated out to this near side. Kamungo cuts onto his left. Fouled outside the penalty area by O'Callahan. And a set piece in an even better position now for North Texas. I'm not sure what O'Callahan's complaining about. Kamungo clearly beat him. Got past him. And the drag back gives North Texas yet another set piece opportunity in a much better position this time around. Goal apiece. Marco Micheletto's thunderous effort opened the scoring. And then the answer from Villagra just moments after that. Can North Texas take their first lead of the night? So far has followed the script of a year ago. Tormenta took the lead. North Texas very quickly equalized after that. North Texas went on to win in stoppage time. Waldeck. It's right near the goal, and it's punched away by Hara. Still a chance here. Almaguer with the shot. It's in! Another deflection! And another North Texas goal! And they've turned it around in Arlington. Emmanuel Almaguer, 2-1. And on the Advocare replay, Almaguer, it took a deflection, I think, off of Eckenrode. Might have been going in anyway. Oh, it's actually Phelps. Phelps' shoulder, and it's into the back of the net, and if you can believe it, North Texas have turned it around. Almaguer makes it 2-1 to North Texas, and Tormenta, after they started out so well at the start of the second half and took the lead, have let a one-goal lead slip again in Arlington for the second year running. And now Villagra, who equalized, is fouled, and a yellow card will be shown here. Emmanuel Almaguer got the deflected goal. This is actually going to be O'Callahan, who actually conceded the set piece that led to the goal. Will be booked for grabbing on the jersey of Villagra. And Almaguer, the hero at the moment for North Texas, but there's still time. Still 19 minutes to go plus stoppage time. North Texas come again here. Offside is the call. Almaguer was in again. Micheletto opened the scoring, and then Villagra and Almaguer have turned it on its head for North Texas, and Tormenta have to go again. 18 minutes to go. Both goals been unlucky. Both were deflected, but both were well created by North Texas. And after the game against Chattanooga, North Texas is not going to complain. Now Redzik for North Texas. Shackell. Nope, not quite. As far as Gomez. Now Kamungo, North Texas, full of attacking prowess at the moment. Kamungo keeps on running here, leaves it for Shackell. And Hara didn't have to move far to save it. North Texas back to their normal selves at the moment. Advocare replay. Boy, Kamungo's been great on this side all night. Shackell, who scored twice already this season, couldn't quite get it done that time. It's Almaguer's first goal of the season, by the way, for North Texas. It separates the sides. Camungo again. It's so vibrant for North Texas. It's a good ball in, headed away, not quite cleared. Brief handball appeals, not given. And it's out for, I believe, a North Texas throw with, looks like some substitutions, at least one on the way here. Tormenta, Kobe Perez will enter the field of play. Uchi Obinwa will make way. This is South Sports Medicine change. First change for Tormenta. Might see another by the end of the night. We'll see. Viniagra. Good give and go between him and Shakel. Smith. Gomez sends it all the way back. Well, the other similarity is Sanchez beats that upfield between this year and last year between these two is that Yilvin Yals, as Redzik loses it out of play. Yilvin Yals, who scored the opener for Tormenta, also scored a fantastic goal from a free kick for Tormenta, but they let it slip. And so far, the script is playing out, at least if you're Ian Cameron and Tormenta, painfully similar to last year's regular season finale here at Arlington. Camungo. Camungo, rather. Viniagra. Oh, it's in behind. Flag goes up. It's a good finish from Shakel, but he was in an offside position. USL on ESPN continues with a midweek rivalry matchup on ESPN Deportes. Thursday, June 3rd, Copa Tejas returns. El Paso Locomotive visits Austin Bull, 9 p.m. Eastern contest in the Lone Star State. El Paso and Austin, ESPN Deportes, Thursday, June 3rd, 9 p.m. Eastern. Again, El Paso and Austin, ESPN Deportes. That should be a good one between those two. It's on the Advocare replay again. He was just offside. Tormenta looking for an equalizer. Had it cut out initially and then slid away by North Texas. Throw in Tormenta, still just over 14 minutes plus stoppage time for Tormenta to find something here. Referee stops play. Again, we'll head over. There's a player down for North Texas. It's Omagar, the goal scorer, helped to his feet. Gomez. Looking for Phelps, couldn't quite control it. Redzik. Oh, Camunga did really well. It's Bernard Camungo onto his left boot. Oh, just wide again from Camungo. He keeps on scorching this near side. And Camungo couldn't finish it after another fantastic run into the final third. Worth another look. Camungo judged it so well. Burned O'Callaghan on the first one, cut it in on Eckenrode. Couldn't hit the target again. Eckenrode. Good strength shown by Perez. O'Callaghan floating it forward for Phelps. Ooh, a bit of a miscue there initially, but Sanchez beats Phelps to it at the second time of asking. Perez again. Viniagra, one back by Micheletto. Now Perez. Gomez, the goal scorer for Tormenta. Micheletto finding Phelps. Back for Micheletto. And Micheletto is fouled outside of the penalty area. Free kick Tormenta in a dangerous position. Now there's two balls on the field. One has to be cleared. Micheletto now, who's already scored once, will see what he and his Tormenta teammates can come up with here from outside of the penalty area. Meanwhile, North Texas will make a change here. Hope Avayewu will come on in for Alejandro Villagra, who scored the equalizer for North Texas. Avayewu will come on for the last 12 minutes plus. It's actually going to be Sergi Noose who stands over this for Tormenta. Noose lines this one up. It wasn't a bad effort, but in the end, it doesn't trouble Sanchez too much. I haven't seen Noose over too many set pieces this season for Tormenta. It wasn't a bad effort, just couldn't put it on target for Sanchez. Sanchez harried a little bit there as Luca Meyer came flying in, but North Texas clear and they're on the attack here. Redzik. Avayewu. Redzik, oh wonderful, Redzik! And a save from Hara. Fantastic move from Benjamin Redzik. Look at the Advocare replay here, puts Thorne onto his backside nearly, and Hara saves it. Corner kick for North Texas with just over 10 to play. This is the North Texas we've come to expect under Eric Quill. Getting back to where we've seen them in years past. 2019 League One champs, they were a point off of making the final a season ago. After losing to Chattanooga, they're trying to make a statement tonight. Looking to add to their lead here. Redzik, near post ball, Thorne heads it away. Now Micheletto as Tormenta feel like they still have a chance to salvage something from this game. Micheletto kept that in, play continues, and Waldeck sends it all the way back to Sanchez. Micheletto. It's out for North Texas throw. North Texas now seemingly not in as much of a hurry as they were 5-10 minutes ago, even after that second goal went in. Laguerre. No. Shakel. Redzik, who's been vibrant. Redzik onto his right boot. Shakel. Wasn't a bad effort first time, but not enough to beat Hara. Didn't have a long way to go for that. Defensively, Maldonado does well to stop the counter, and it's a Tormenta throw. Little Tormenta wanted to make history here today. They're trying to beat North Texas for the first time in the club's history. I think at this point they would feel pretty good with a point, but they are down at the moment. Just over 8 minutes plus stoppage time to go at Globe Life Park. North Texas is trying to reestablish their home dominance. Waldeck is able to intercept the pass intended for Phelps. Here's Smith for North Texas. Avayewu keeps on going. Ooh, lost track of it, bumped off of it. Now Azad Liadi using his strength to run further downfield. Liadi followed through and is brought back down for a free kick by Smith. Could have gone either way. Physical between both gentlemen. Good sportsmanship between the two. It's a free kick for Tormenta. Gomez takes it quickly. Perez just outside of the penalty area. Now Meyer. Picked off initially. Micheletto keeps it alive for Perez. Perez for Meyer, cut out by Smith, throwing Tormenta. Does Tormenta have an answer here? Gomez. Good skill from Kobe Perez. Gomez again. Noose out wide. Thorne harassed. Noose again. Picks out Phelps. Ball out wide. Dealt with by Waldeck. Fantastic defensive play there by Derek Waldeck, who's been great all night. Set up a number of chances, including the equalizer. Perez. Gomez as Tormenta trying to prod through. Oh, wonderful turn from Micheletto. Perez back to Micheletto. Chance here. Liade slipped, couldn't get to it. And North Texas clear it only as far as O'Callahan. Now Liade dispossessed. Wonderful play there by Maldonado. Now Ovayevu, and it's deflected away. Player down here for North Texas during this brief stoppage. Looks like a change is upcoming here for Tormenta during the stoppage here. As Craig McCall, midfielder, has been called upon by Ian Cameron with about 5 minutes to play. And Ricardo Gomez, who's had a good shift tonight, to be fair to him, for Tormenta, makes way. It's a Texas Health Sports Medicine change. McCall in, Gomez out. Might be the last roll of the dice here, pardon me, from Ian Cameron. And there is still a North Texas player down here being attended to by the staff. And it looks like there's a signal that North Texas will have to make a change here. It's Almagar, who was down earlier with cramps. It looks like North Texas are going to bring him out here after he scored what could be the winner. Manuel Almagar's had a great game tonight. Tough to see him go off here with cramps, but he could have the winning goal. Still time to see it out, though, and it looks like Alex Bruce will take his place here with just over 4 minutes to go plus stoppage time. There's the confirmation. Texas Health Sports Medicine change. Bruce on, Regar off for North Texas. Bruce will be in for the last few moments here. Smith is back underway. Looks like Tormenta did make a change during that stoppage as well. It's Clayton Adams will come on. Sergi Noose makes way. That is the last roll of the dice, at least for the time being, for Ian Cameron. Defender off for an attacker. As Tormenta still have time to potentially salvage a point here in Arlington. There will be time added on, you would think, for those last few sequences of stoppage. So there's 3 minutes to go, plus you would think a decent amount of added time. So still time for something to change the narrative here. Noose off, Adams on. You would think that would mean Tormenta are going for this. Gomez. Able to find Kamungo. Oh, it's wonderful play from him again. Scoot past McCall. Now Redzik, who's just as dangerous on that far side. Here's Bruce. Smith. Kamungo. What's he gonna pull out of his bag of tricks here? Bruce. Over to Smith. This is good from North Texas as they try to see this out. And Smith is bundled over by Phelps. Free kick, North Texas, and that's not gonna help Tormenta one bit. Camungo. Perez. One back by Maldonado. Centering pass here. Left here for Shaquille. Oh, and Shackle. He's had a couple of chances. Skies it over the top. That still leaves the door open for Tormenta. Sent downfield. That second ball was needed, and Gomez won it for North Texas as we enter the final minute of the 90. Shaquille pushes over Eckenrode. Free kick Tormenta. Hara to O'Callahan. Is there a late twist to the tail? Vayevu did well. Redzik in space here. Bruce up with him. Alex Bruce in behind. Could seal it! And he scuffs it wide. Great build-up play again from North Texas, and the shot just left a lot to be desired from Alex Bruce, who could have wrapped up the points. Still time for Tormenta here. Tormenta win a throw. Micheletto as we enter stoppage time. 3 minutes left to be added on here. It's the MTX stoppage time. Still 3 minutes for Tormenta to save a point here. There's the confirmation. Meyer pushing forward here for Tormenta. Perez with help from Adams. Out wide by McCall. Here's Micheletto. Fires one in, Phelps flicks it on. Big chance, Liotti couldn't control it. Second chance, Meyer. He can't corral it either. Appeals in the penalty area, nothing given. Play continues. Camungo now tries to get out of there. And he wins a throw for North Texas. Oh, Liotti with a huge missed opportunity. Thought for a moment if he had just controlled it, he could have gotten a really good shot away. Another look. Advocare replay, that was it. That was the chance, potentially, but Tormenta come again here. It's flung over the top. Phelps trying to play it on here. He has help. It's Adams, and it's out for a goal kick. Fantastic defensive stand by Kaiser Gomez. And more time will tick off the clock here for Tormenta. Now Sanchez using up as much time as he's allowed by the referee. Now referee's telling him to get on with it here. Has to get it downfield. Coming down on the final minute of stoppage time. Is there time for Tormenta to come up with one last-ditch effort here? Throw-in for North Texas. 1 minute to play in the added time. Flicked forward, stays with North Texas. Tormenta win it back. 40 seconds for them to find an equalizer. It's fired back upfield by Bruce. It's in the hands of Hara now, though. 30 seconds for Tormenta. Last chance saloon for the Georgians. Sent deep downfield. It's Perez who finds Meyer, who sent further out wide. Surely the last action here. It's flung towards the keeper, Sanchez, and it's on top of the goal. And I think Sanchez knew it was going to go over the top. That is probably the last chance for Tormenta. There's a player down here with cramps. I don't think Tormenta liked that one bit. Sanchez might just have to boot this downfield to finish it off here for North Texas. Sanchez looks downfield. Ian Cameron's telling him to get on with it. He boots it downfield. Referee does not have the whistle to his mouth. There's still a little bit of time left here, maybe for time wasting. Now he has the whistle, and he blows it. Once again, Texas and Tormenta delivers, and for the second year running in Arlington, North Texas come from a goal down to win it over Tormenta by 2-1. The MTX final score, North Texas 2, South Georgia Tormenta 1. Man of the match here brought to you by Advocare. It had to be Alejandro Villagra, the Michelob Ultra. Man of the match, the Advocare replay shows it. Villagra scores the equalizer that got North Texas level. And in the end, it was Almagar who got the winner for North Texas, who come back from a goal down to win it by 2-1. We'll take a quick break, and we'll wrap things up after this from Arlington, Texas.
Rethink what you drink.
Style, performance, power, pancake, turtleneck sweater, Worcestershire, or Shire, I guess. It doesn't matter what I say, the Camry speaks for itself.
Get $1,250 customer cash, or qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2021 Camry. Hurry in today. Toyota, let's go places.
Through our work during the pandemic, we've touched the lives of more than 500,000 people and their families. But we cannot continue our efforts and meet the ongoing demands without you.
Please give to our Rebuild Tarrant County Fund and support your United Way and the community that we all love so dearly.
Join us as we reimagine and rebuild a stronger Tarrant County by going to rebuildtarrant.org.
Thank you for caring. Thank you for living united.
Sean St. Jacques back here with you in Arlington, Texas, wrapping this one up. Another thriller between North Texas and South Georgia Tormenta. 2-1 the final score. North Texas wins it. Let's take a look at the Advocare full-time highlights to see how this one went down. Well, what a start for Tormenta, specifically in the second half, and they scored a fantastic opening goal courtesy of Marco Micheletto. Liati with the build-up play. Micheletto ran onto it, took a fantastic drive, and it went through the hands of Sanchez and into the back of the net. Really difficult to stop a pile driver of an effort from Marco Micheletto, and Tormenta felt like maybe this could be it. This could be the time. They went on and beat North Texas for the first time in their history, and the fifth time of asking. But of course, North Texas would have an answer. Micheletto knocked that shot out of the park in Globe Life Park, but North Texas had an answer. It came just a couple of moments after they went behind. It was Waldeck's centering pass, and the shot was deflected, but into the back of the net from Alejandro Villagra to level the scoring barely 2 minutes after Micheletto opened the scoring for Tormenta. Redzik to Waldeck, and then right down the middle, it took a deflection and in from Villagra. 1-1, and it was game on right away for North Texas. And just a few minutes later, they would take the lead. It was again a shot deflected after Almagar had the first chance. He had it deflected in the second time, last off of Josh Phelps, and that gave North Texas the lead. And in the end, gave them all 3 points. Tough for Hara to stop it. Took a deflection and into the back of the net. Ended up being the winning goal as North Texas get back on track at home in USL League One play. Let's take a look now at the full match stats from this one, brought to you by MTX. Shots heavily in North Texas's favor, 15-8. 5-2 shots on target. Possession ended up paying off for North Texas, 60-40 in this one, and 2-1 was the final score. Well, second year running between South Georgia Tormenta and North Texas at Arlington, and it lived up to the hype again. Once again, Tormenta took the lead off of Micheletto's wonder strike. North Texas, through Villagra and Almagar, came back to win it. Another fun one in Arlington. For our entire crew, I'm Sean St. Jacques saying so long from Arlington, Texas. It finishes North Texas 2, South Georgia Tormenta 1.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.